they had one of those screens, and it was just huge letters saying Lapis, and we were like, we fucked up.
Hi, I'm Elin, the lead singer of Kite Thief, and you are listening to the Chronicles of Podcast with Tom and Jamie.
Hello world, Wednesday 13 here.
Hey, this is Tom Stay.
Hello everybody, I'm Ronnie Ledrew.
Yes, my friends, my name's John Mahon.
What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
Hello everyone, this week we bring you an interview with rising stars in the UK rock scene. This week's guests are a female-fronted pop rock band who you may recognise from our 2000 Trees 2024 interviews. So smile and wave at them. As we pinky promise, this group will rise like the tide. Sorry, I know what you're thinking, Jamie. Shush. They join us to talk all about their latest single, Bite, and much more. Ladies and gentlemen, nays and names, put your hands together as we don't bring you Judge Judy or the Executioner. We bring you Max, Elin, and Josh for the Chronicles of Kite Thief.
That was incredible. Can we get a round of applause?
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So good.
Tom looks so disappointed in me.
I'm not disappointed. It's like I appreciate the work you put into your pun-esque introductions, but you know, sometimes it's like, oh.
No,
that was amazing.
that must have taken some serious work. I'm really impressed with that.
I was quite proud of that one. I was like, how can I get shushing? I was like, I know, I'll just tell myself to shut up, that'll do.
That one didn't even click with me straight away. Said it and I was like, oh,
Another song.
another one.
Before we get cracking, how have all your personal Mondays been?
Oh,
Pretty chill.
Yeah,
We all been working from home today.
we
Yeah.
have.
So does that mean we've done minimal work?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, no, to my mind.
Depends who watches this, Ellen. I work.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving my place of work, so I don't care.
Okay, I'm not.
No, we all did loads of work today. That's what we did.
I've been sat in this chair since 9 a.m. 8:59.
Yeah. I only left my chair for 20 seconds and then came straight back and did more work because, you know.
I just love the company.
I just love capitalism.
I mean, then obviously must have fucking worn off by now.
What,
Surely, of working from home, yeah.
Or capitalism. Oh,
What?
no,
Work from home.
I love it. No, I love it because I do what I want. Like I'll do like a bit of work and then today I did a bit of work and then went for a run.
Oh,
And then I was like, oh, I'll come back and I'll make some lunch. And then I did a bit more work and then I put a wash on. It's great.
I had the opportunity to work from home for 2 weeks in the last 2 weeks. I'm genuinely sure that I'm not the same person anymore. It drove me crazy.
Really?
I maybe went outside 4 times just to go to the shop every other day.
That's your fault. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel
that
like
is totally my fault.
you could have done something about that. You could have gone, I'm going to go outside.
Definitely. Yeah, but then I've also just got a new sofa, so I was like, gotta
okay.
wear it in.
Yeah.
Gotta get your groove in your side of the sofa. It makes sense.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Whose turn it today? It's left corner tonight. Yeah. Love it.
So I never got to work from home. I can't work from home in my job, so I never got any of that luxury over COVID or anything. So
It is a luxury.
All of my jobs before this one, I couldn't work from home, so I'm like lapping it up and posting social media content at the same time while I'm like, yes, would you like to withdraw from your pension? Absolutely. Riff. Story.
riff.
Changing the whole
Shout
music,
that.
yeah. For the office.
Would you prefer to hear something
I'm
a
just
bit
going to
more
put you on hold.
Excuse me while I put you on hold and play you our brand new single. Thank you.
That's actually a really good marketing idea. I wonder if we can get in touch with the companies that do the hold music because I'm
sure Gerald, who's like 87, would love to hear that on a finance company phone line.
You never know. This is the box, and this is Ellen thinking outside of it right here. That's how we're going to do it.
This guy.
So, guys, how we like to start these things, we like to go right back to the days of childhood. What did you want to be when you were first growing up? Has it always been music for you, or was it, I don't know, astronaut, train driver, whatever it might have been? We'll go ladies first. Elin, what did you want to be when you were growing up?
Oh God, when I think about it, I do think it was always kind of music-esque, but I think at the beginning it was a bit more musical theatre. I think I always wanted to be like, when I was like 9, I saw Cats, the musical live, and then I was just like, I'm gonna be in Cats, and I bought the soundtrack and would just flip around in my living room. I can't dance. I mean, I can bop.
You would flip around in your living room.
I would just be like pretending, you know how the cats dance in Cats?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know? For the listeners, I'm gyrating.
Yeah.
But
his mum just walked in and she's doing backflips off the sofa like, I'm a cat.
Yeah, I think I always wanted to do something like that, and I always went to theatre school. I think I debated being a fire person for like a whole 5 minutes. I was like, that would be sick, and then I was like, I probably can't do that.
Cats, firefighter. Yeah. I think I'd rather sit there on the sofa and lick myself.
Yeah, that's what I chose. Here we are today.
When you said you brought the soundtrack, I thought you were going to say, I saw the thing, I went out, I brought a cat costume, and I brought a soundtrack.
I bought a cat.
A real cat.
That's me. That's weird. I didn't know that about you, Elin. That's fun.
Yeah, no, I don't think I ever had very big aspirations. I think I've always just been like, I'm going to sing and be on a stage. It's just changed in the way that, I guess, like, the way I execute it has gone from like Mr. Mistopheles to
I agree with me. I wanted to drive ambulances when I was a kid, and then I learned that they actually have to like do the helping of people as well, and I was like, no.
You're a bit squeamish, aren't you?
I just wanted to drive.
You ended up in one, and you were like, nah, not for me.
I did, yeah. Well, I'd been in a few, to be fair, but no, I wanted to drive them, but I didn't want to like have to, you know, like treat people with wounds.
You didn't want to help people.
No. And then I was all set on joining the army and becoming an engineer. And then I started learning guitar, and I was like, well, that's just way better.
Yeah, to be fair.
So that's pretty much
riffs.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened. And then I, you know, literally the whole path from there went to uni to do music instead of, you know, whatever an engineer does. I don't know.
Engineering.
Build shit. I don't know. Repair
you
shit.
You can fix a bike. You could fix
geopolitics. I
heard. What about you, Max?
So like my dad was self-employed glass and glazer, and like when I was a kid, I idolized my dad. So like I was, when I was like in primary school, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do what dad does and all of that, because a lot of my mates, their dads were tradies as well, so it's the same thing. And then when I was like 12 or 13, I think, I went out and helped him on a job and hated it because it was windy and rainy, and my dad was like shouting at me, being like, oh, you're fucking doing it wrong, doing it. And I was like, oh. And then I really got into football, and like running and all of the like athletics and all that stuff, and got actually to quite a high level in football. So for a long time, I thought I was going to be like a professional footballer. I was playing for Torquay United and all of that. But at the same time, I was thinking, this is like secondary school. I was like really getting into music. Like my dad had got me into music from an early age, and he was in a touring band when he was younger and all that. So music's always been like really ingrained in me. But like guitar playing kind of took off when I was probably like 13, 14, after I'd been at work with my dad. I was like, and then I think, yeah, from like in secondary school, I got like quite a lot of like, there weren't many guitarists, like proper, like, you know, playing like rock and stuff like that. I was kind of like the only person that was doing that, and everyone was like, oh, how do you do that? Because no one else was doing it. So it was got like an early inkling into like what it's like to have like a crowd and stuff, because they'd always get me up to do like, you know, the kind of like assemblies and shit like that. And then, yeah, ever since literally like secondary school, I was like trying to do as well as I could at music. And then it was only when we hit college, that I was like, oh, I could actually maybe try and make a career out of this. And it was from there on, it was just like music was the only thing. And now I work for a finance company, so it's gone really well, as you can see.
Yeah.
Childhood trauma or riffs?
Where I come from.
I love it when a guest sort of segues to my next question, and Max, you did it beautifully there, because I was going to say, like, where did this love of music come from? So you said it came from your dad. What about you guys? Where did that love of music come from for you two?
My family are really like baffled by me because none of them seem to be musical. But I like caveat childhood trauma. I only know my mum's side, so but none of them are like. I mean, a couple of them I think actually can sing, whether they'd like to admit it or not. I'm like, you can hear it, but none of them are really that musical. They have all had like my mum's very academic, but she always brought me up with a lot of like Dolly Parton and Destiny's Child, or like some like different kind of rock bands, I guess, like Snow Patrol and stuff. So kind of more like I like to call it mum rock just to take the piss, but it's I saw Snow Patrol at Glastonbury this year and they were mint. So like I think there was a wide range of music being played all the time. I have no idea where I got it from. My mum maybe thinks my great granddad he seems to be quite musical. He was a pianist and did all these other things. So yeah, I'm a bit of a rogue one, really, in my family anyway.
It was forced upon me. But not in the way. I was my parents when I was like 4 or 5 decided. I've got 3 sisters, by the way. I'm one of 4. Decided that all 4 of us should have music lessons. And so my oldest sister was doing like singing, and then the same teacher basically would come on a Thursday and just like all of us after school. And so I did piano from when I was 4 till like probably like 17-ish, but I kind of switched to music theory when I was older. I didn't do that well. Got to grade 5. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Music theory I enjoyed quite a lot. And then, but my parents had always listened to like quite good music around me, like Dire Straits quite a lot, Queen, stuff like that. And then I guess, yeah, my brother-in-law was in a band when he was like 18 and I was probably 11 or 12, which is about when I started learning guitar. I think I got his old guitar as like a present. I think it was his, they had like a Squire Strat, or I can't remember how I got it. I had it for a while, and just started learning like, songs. And naturally you end up learning like Enter Sandman. And I was like, that's it. And just, yeah, me and my friends started learning guitar at the same time, and then went from there. You kind of bounce off each other as well. Like, I've learned this song. It's like, well, that's better than me, so I need to learn something else. And then you kind of, we just kind of raced each other to learn guitar basically, and started bands that way. And that was, yeah, my first band was with him and a few others, and it was, yeah, it's all history really.
That's amazing. So Elin, these 2 guys have just said like the people in there of influence and to play guitar. What is it you were singing? Was it singing in the shower? You went, I'm quite good at this. I might follow this up,
It was kind of like that, I think. I think I was singing from a really young age, but like in secrecy. And then I remember I don't even know how old I was. I was maybe like 10 or 11. After knowing for years that I liked to sing, obviously I was very young. I didn't know if it was good or not. And I like sung in front of my mum for the first time, and she was like, I had no idea you could do this. She was like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, woo. And I was always in the music department at school, and we used to hang out in the practice rooms, and like, and I was just singing. There was a girl at school that we used to sing with together all the time, and I don't know exactly where it came from. I know it's like a very innate thing, and I always say this to students when I teach them vocals, like it's a very personal thing, singing, and it comes from your body, as opposed to like I can be like, oh, the guitar's out of tune, that's not my fault. But I don't know, with singing, as much as it's like yeah, as much as singing is quite nerve-wracking for a lot of people, I think it's quite a natural and comforting things for humans to do, and I just seem to like love it, and that's just how I always liked to kind of like express myself, I guess, in the cringy way. Yeah, and I hid it for a while, but then I started doing all the assemblies, like Max said, and like you're the ones, like you're the music group, and you start doing all that stuff. And I've just done it then I was like secondary school, college, uni, and gone on from there.
That's awesome. I love that. So, if my research is correct, you guys all met at uni, is that right?
Yeah.
You all studying
Yeah,
the same
very
thing?
much so.
Or?
No, we were the same year, but we were all on different like courses, but they
We
kind
were
of came
on
in.
the
So
performance
Ellen was,
course, but
yeah.
different.
We were on the
So
same
Ellen
course.
was doing. Oh yeah, me and you were. Yeah, but like Zach and Henry and all that, they were like everyone else was.
We were in different
you know,
sides, to be fair. We had no classes together ever.
Yeah, no, I never saw anyone apart from at
I never
rehearsal.
went in. Yeah, no, we did. Basically, there was the opportunity. Well, you had to kind of match up with people for an exam, which doubled up as an audition for an event at the same time. And Elin was just like a few weeks ahead of everyone else, and basically got a group together. She asked me to play after I'd been playing bass, and I was like, I'm not a bassist though. And she was like, oh, okay, cool, just play guitar. But she just kind of got us together for this exam. I think probably just because you wanted a good mark.
Yeah, I was just keeping an eye out for like the musicians I knew who like they're not only are they good, but like I mean, you say you never turned up, you must have turned up a bit because I wouldn't have asked you otherwise. So there's probably a bit of time where you were turning up where I saw you. Like I knew who the good like musicians were and who the reliable musicians were, and I'd like tried out a few different groups here and there, and like
And then she landed on us.
Yeah,
when all the other ones had other stuff.
they had better things to be doing. So,
but we'd kind of, we all kind of knew each other. We got together in a room, chose a song. It was a Marmoset song, I believe, and then we, played it. Did quite well in the exam. It doubled up as an audition for the event. We got to play the event, and then won best act at the event. And we were like, all right, well, maybe we should like do that more. I think we literally decided like after that we were like, we should come back.
We did the gig, and then we were all just like, oh, that was good. And then everyone started coming up to us, being like, you guys, are you a band? Like, you should be a band if you're not. And we were all just like. We all kind of went, oh, yeah, we didn't even think about that.
See, this is so soppy, but I've actually got the picture right here next to my desk, which was taken just after. That's going to be bright. Just after.
Literally after the very first show.
That is awesome.
2018, and we've all Zach like framed those pictures and gave us all one in a frame, and we all look so horrendously young. It's actually awful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So full of hope.
So full of hope.
That's awesome.
And not as full of food as we are now.
That's such a unique like origin story for a band though. The fact that you're just like, we came together for a uni project and then we thought, do you know what, we're quite good at this, let's carry on.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Literally like, oh, we're actually
I feel like not many bands kind of came from like music, and uni I feel like only in the last like 5 or 6 years become like a really sort of popular thing to do. But like typically from the sort of unis that we would go to, you would only really see like solo acts coming out of it a lot of the time. And it's really nice to actually see more and more bands. Like I went to a gig the other day and I was like, they're all from the uni that I went to.
There's loads of them now. There's people
like,
you wouldn't know
it.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd never expect.
Yeah.
It's surprising there isn't more, really. To think, oh, look, a bunch of like-minded people in the room with me who all love music. We should maybe get together.
Yeah.
It depends on whether they can continue to get in the same room together or not.
Yeah. When normally uni happens and everyone's kind of projects fall apart, and COVID happened to us, and like we were like, oh shit, this might like really put a spanner in the works. But actually, we actually became more clever because we started doing everything online, and we still use that to this day because none of us live in the same place. We all live very spread out. So like COVID could have possibly ruined everything, but actually I think it just made us like stronger and smarter.
Did you build home studios?
I wish.
Kind of.
The amount of people that built home studios and then just cracked on from there is crazy. Yeah.
I kind of learned how to write with everyone else on Zoom like this because I was typically the one that had like Logic, and like I'd done all of that at college and stuff, so I was quite like resourceful with like getting demos together. And then COVID happened and I was like, right, we can't stop writing music. We had like a few months of just playing COD all the time and crying.
Actually, I was playing Train Simulator.
She was
goated.
There's so many of them now.
I love it.
So many simulator games. Goat.
Yeah.
Fucking plane.
Tractor Simulator.
Sometimes you just want to. I recently
Fly to Miami.
did a stint of Farm Simulator, Not gonna lie.
Farm Simulator.
Farm, yeah, that's another one. And then there's this pressure washer games now as well. There's things you can just pressure wash for ages, like fucking.
That sounds good.
I know what I'm doing later.
What did you just say?
I said, I know what I'm doing later.
It's so satisfying though, just to like clean something. Like, oh, do you know what? I really enjoyed that. Give me a house. Let's just do an house.
If I had a house, I'd do that. But that's why everyone needs simulator games. I can't afford a house. I can't afford a train.
Or a farm, for that matter.
Yeah, or a farm.
Yeah.
My son's obsessed with that Farm Simulator game. I'm like, what? I do not understand
Very
the appeal
chill.
to this.
Very chill.
Is it
I will
chill?
say. Just ploughing.
Hi, Josh. Are you coming to work anytime? It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, wait. It's got to feed me horses and I'll be there.
I'll be there in a minute,
ploughing.
pal.
Just ploughing. You saying it's just ploughing might be one of the most funniest things you've ever said.
Yeah, clip that.
Yeah.
Hey, chat, clip that.
Oh,
So
fucking hell.
why Kite Thief? Where did the name? I love asking this question because I prefer to find out what the previous names were. And obviously, everyone asks this question, don't they? But how did you land on Kite Thief, or what came before?
We were called Lapis.
Yeah, the event
Originally, Lapis.
Yeah, the event that we played at that we were just talking about, we were called Lapis at it.
Is that a French we?
Well, that's why we didn't stick with it. But it's Henry's last name is Stone, and lapis is a type of stone
In Latin?
Yes.
Because you know how you get that blue crystal called lapis lazuli because it's the lazuli stone. So I don't know why we were like, yeah, lapis sounds like a really good word on its own. That's great.
And we saw it up on they had one of those screens, and it was just huge letters saying Lapis, and we were like, we fucked up. We're like, oh no. Everyone's just gonna like there'll be a photo where someone's in front of the lad, it will just say piss.
And then, I mean, I think we did. That was from there. We honestly spent. Well, there's a couple of different answers here.
There is a couple of different answers. Tell them all.
Tell us all. I'm intrigued.
Okay. Generally, when people ask, we'll just say, insert band member's name who's not in the interview had a phase. So here I'd be like, well, Zach had a phase. That's all we'll talk about.
And that would be all we'd tell you.
That would be all I'd say, really. But there's a much longer explanation of how we settled the name.
A much more boring explanation.
Like a 3-hour meeting in an Itsu, which just took us ages, and we eventually got this name. But that's what I will say is, if you Google it, it's the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not, unless someone is really addicted to stealing kites, I imagine. Yeah.
Everyone always goes, oh, after the book. And I'm like, no, there is a
Kite Runner.
Get it right. No book here.
I was going to say, I didn't know a book called Kite Thief. I was just like, oh, what book's this?
If you type in Kite Thief on YouTube and scroll far enough, it gets weird, man. Like, really weird. But when we searched, there was nothing. So we were like,
What were your findings, Max? Please indulge.
No. No. Explore.
Okay, I shall.
So for those who don't know you, how would you describe the Kite Thief sound? I know it's a very broad question, but
I think we've recently settled on like pop metal because it's like we're not metalcore, we're not like beat down hardcore, but we're also not just like rock or new metal, or do you know what I mean? Like we're not kind of like, I don't know. We've got poppy elements and then we've got really heavy metal elements. So we thought pop metal's quite a fun, but also, I don't know. That's the best way I think we can describe it, other than like laser gun synth breakdown band with catchy chorus. You know,
that's pretty good.
Whoa! Someone put that on a shirt.
Yeah,
laser gun pop.
Alex Holcomb. What did Alex Holcomb say on Radio 1 the other day? She
said,
I was like,
she
really
listened
glad
to our new song and audibly gasped.
Yes, but she also put the genre. What did she say? She was like, it's a little bit of Vukovi mixed with Poppy,
Poppy.
with a bit of
Oh,
Brat.
she said Brat. Yes.
And I was
Yeah.
like, that's what I want. That she heard the song and heard exactly what I wanted it to give. So that made me really happy. I was like,
I was listening to that, and my partner was there with me, and I was like Googling what because I thought Brat was a band. I had no inkling to think she was comparing us to Charlie XCX. I was like, who's Brat? And she was literally just like, are you serious? She was like, I don't even listen to Charlie XCX, and I know that.
Mate, I'm with you all the way there. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I'm nearly 40, so when it gets to the thing now where people start trying, I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you just said.
The most embarrassing thing is, I fucking love the Brat album.
and you were like, oh, who is this Brat
Yeah,
she
I was like,
speaks
oh.
of?
Fucking kids.
Yeah, 1 a.m. me was not switched on.
So how did you go about finding your sound then? Because obviously you got together, you're doing a cover song for a uni project. How does that turn into the Kite Thief sound, if that makes sense?
It's a very good question.
Yeah, loads of 2 a.m. rehearsal room fucking around at the beginning. I think we did a lot of gelling in the first 3 years as a band. We kind of like mainlined getting loads of people take about sort of 3, 4, 5, 6 years to actually get to like where we got to in like the space of 2 or 3 years. Because we were rehearsing pretty much like 2 or 3 times a week, and we all lived near each other.
We used to get like free access to rehearsal rooms through the uni, and people just never used it. So we would we'd be looking at it and be like, oh, it's free at like 11 till 3 a.m. Should we just go? And then we're like, yeah, all right, on the group chat, and then just go there and be there all night. And we wouldn't like, I think we very quickly, there's a couple of songs, one of them never came out. The first one we wrote, what's the first one we wrote? Was it
I Am? Yeah.
That never came out.
No good.
Then
There's a live recording of it on my hard drive, which no one's ever going to hear.
The second one though was Pinky Promise, and that obviously, I think I don't know what we thought the sound was going to be. I think we just kind of wanted to figure it out and see what happens. And I think you can kind of hear that in the first few songs. Sometimes we wanted to get a bit, I think a few of us maybe wanted to go a bit proggy at first. And you can tell that from the fucking bass thing in Pinky Promise.
7/8 slap bass solo.
7/8 slap bass solo in the middle of the song.
It's fair to say we've got rid of that whenever we play it live now.
Yeah. But it's, we went that direction, and then what was next? Was it Smile and Wave was next?
Yeah, we pretty much wrote Pinky, Smile and Wave
favorite.
and Pictures like around the same kind of time, because we all went down to Cornwall to Cube Studios in one weekend and recorded all of those songs. But
even those three are so different anyway. I don't think we really knew
if you listen to those three, you can definitely hear us kind of like dipping our toe into like different kind of areas with like.
It was Joe, I think. Joe Marsh, who recorded Sweepstake with us, was just like, hey, I've done some things to it. I want to show you. So he like got on a video call with us, and he'd added all these like poppy synth bits, and we were all just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Because none of us knew how to do any of that.
No.
We knew how to record a basic demo in Logic. I'd never messed with any synths, neither had Josh. And like we were literally just like super, super basic. And then we gave Joe the demo, and part of his process was to review the demo, and then he would set up a meeting like this and then show you what he's done. And he had it like all annotated and everything, and we were just like, holy shit, that's like brand new for us.
I think from then we started like adding more and more. It changed our look on some of the demos we had at the time. So allegedly was a demo at that point in time where we could never really get it to fit in, and then we added the like bam, 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 bam on that like song, and then that makes the whole song different. That like completely changes the whole thing. And then so we just started adding more layers, and then with the EP we got John involved. Poltergeist is his band name now.
Productions.
Yeah.
Previously
Poltergeist
Super
is
Love.
now his band. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
His band. It was in Super Love at the time. And yeah, he just helped us like get way more savvy with the layers and the synths and stuff. And yeah, we sort of recorded that with Joe, and then yeah, just from there we just keep doing the same thing. And he came with us to Wales to work on Bite and another one,
Another song.
and yeah,
Hint.
yeah. I mean, our process, to be honest, I think one thing we learned together at uni is to not be so precious about who the song goes through, right? We do not care. Like it, anyone can help us with it. It's fine. Like John now does helps us. He does equal, if not more, heavy lifting than us when it comes to helping us write the songs. And we've had input from people. We've had Dan from Skindred that helped us with the song once. We don't. It's just we're open to collaboration. I think that helps a lot, and that has kind of led us to where we are. I think now we're going down this kind of alt pop Meshuggah vibe.
I think you can definitely see more of that at the moment in the scene as well. Like we definitely learned the hard way that being precious about things, especially me, so I was always very much like, this was my song, don't change it. And then when we actually started experimenting with other people's ideas just within the band, it already got better. And then we've kind of taken that now where it's it was taking ages for us to get everyone's part down in a song for the demo to kind of flesh it out so that everyone had their thing. And we we all agreed that we were just if the drums are good enough for a demo, if the bass is good enough for a demo, if I write a song and Josh listens to it, he's like, yeah, that's fine, I don't want to change anything guitar wise, keep it as it is. We kind of speed through the demo process of getting the vibe, and then we're straight off to work with John to try and add extra elements of things that we haven't been able to think about and get a second perspective on it from a songwriting perspective that isn't within the band. And I think you see a lot more of that happening now. If you look at Bring Me's last album, look at what Baby Metal have just done where they've brought that out. So many bands are collaborating with so many different people. And even Poppy, for instance, her last 3 or 4 albums have all been different producers that sound completely different. And now she's ended up with Jordan Fish. It's just changed the whole thing. So I guess John is our Jordan Fish, really. He's kind of the secret 6th member at the moment. Who just adds the secret sauce.
He's the Salt Bay of Kite Thief.
Oh, yeah.
Salt Bay. I'm going to change his name in my phone. Salt Bay.
Sorry, Jamie, you're saying.
No, I was just going to say, I love that because, it's a learning process. You guys, you said you're still early, you're still learning. So, the more minds you can pick from, the more you're going to learn, the better you'll get going forward. It's a fucking great idea.
Yeah, it just brings new life into a song. It's only going to, I think if you have just one person writing a song, it's only it can only really go a couple of ways. If you get one other person in, it opens up more. Get another person in, opens up more. So I always wanted to be in bands. I've never wanted to be a solo artist because I hate writing music alone. I think it's boring, and I don't think I'm very good at doing it alone. I like doing it with other people. And when you look at the top 10 albums of ever, you'll see a million collaborators on all of them, because I think that's how you make the best music, is when there's more people involved.
And at the end of the day, it's what's best for the song. And we wholeheartedly agree with if someone does something that's different, or is we haven't even considered that would be a possibility, but it works. It's is it better than how it was before that was added or before that changed? And if it is, then we just run with it, because at the end of the day, it's if you're making the music as good as it possibly could be, who cares where that idea came from? I think gone are the days where bands solely have to just write all of their own music. Even older bands before collaboration was a big popular thing. Producers had such a big hand in leveling up songs, pulling things away, adding bits here and there, and it's just the kind of the cloak's kind of been lifted off now, where I think people are more aware that other people are collaborating and inputting their kind of flavor. And also the reason we go to John is because we like what John does. It's not we're just working with him and he gives us a load of stuff and we're we go to them for a reason, because it's benefiting our vision and it's what we want to sound like. So I think it's taken a bit of time, but we're getting there now.
So when it comes to song, Sorry. Go on.
That's okay. That's absolutely fine. I was just, I want to speak now, please.
Go on then.
Yeah, fucking hell. I can't get the word in edgeways. I'm joking. When it comes to lyrics, then, Ellen, like, I imagine that obviously mainly comes from yourself, or do you all collaborate on that as well? And like, where does your inspiration for those come from? Like, is it, personal or story based or whatever?
It is. I think it is pretty much all me. There's probably been times where, Josh is just winding down his window. Don't worry, Josh. I'll hold the fort. Yeah, it is all me. I do the lyrics and the melodies mostly. I always am open to people's ideas, and there's like things in there that like Josh has suggested one time. There's actually like one bit in one song that like my ex suggested one time, like a slight little run, and that's what I mean. Yeah, I always want to make really catchy melodies, and I get them a lot in my head. Although then you get the whole like, oh my God, is it good enough? I was actually just writing before we got on this call. I was writing some new stuff, and I was like, I don't know if it's good, and it's like freak out. But and story wise, or like theme wise, it is all personal, and it's really scary. I struggle to write about anything that isn't personal, although I would like to challenge myself to do that more. And I've been thinking about it. How like Dolly Parton is like, again, I'm going back to Dolly, just love her, but like, when you look at her albums, like some of them are completely like fiction, but they're incredible storytelling, and I would love to challenge myself to do that a bit more. But yeah, I find it very, I think it's a lot easier when it's personal stuff, but it's a lot scarier. So like it's like, oh, do I put that out there? Like even just showing the boys, I'd be like, do I even want to like open up this can of worms and like let them know the lyrics? And it took me a while to be comfortable with anyone seeing my lyrics. Even if the song was recorded, I wouldn't write them down. It was like, I was like, you can figure it out for yourself. Like, I don't want to. Yeah, it was a bit
I think it's like you were like you were very much like scared to show the lyrics in the beginning, but now it's like we don't even sort of question like what the lyrics are about. It's more like questioning whether they make sense in the context of the song. So we kind of take it out of the whole like personal. We know it's going to be personal, but it's like, how do we like Elin and I have often worked on like vocal stuff together where we'll like test out melodies and go like, does that word really fit there? Like, why don't we change that? And like, but does that affect like the story? And there's a lot of collaboration when Elin brings it in, but 90% of the time it's great because she just writes amazing stuff. So half the time we're just like, oh, well, that song's finished. Let's just move on to the next. Like genuinely, honestly, it's crazy. It's like, and the more we work on something, the more we just go like, I think the original idea was just better. Like a lot of the time, a lot of our kind of instinctive, like especially with Elin, her instinctive nature of like writing just benefits the songs so much. It changes a demo completely. It's really cool. We're very, very lucky.
Oh, back to tears.
Ellen's getting totes emotion. Do you find it quite therapeutic then, writing lyrics like this? Is it gets things off your heart, get off your head, off your heart, whatever?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think, and I've thought this to myself before, there's like things that have happened throughout my life that I actually don't think I never fully process them until one, I've written the song and then I've released a song. But actually every time then I do that song live, I'm then processing it. And it's almost like my own kind of little, I don't know, my own little kind of therapy. Like there'll be like some songs from early in the beginning that probably would have like made me choke up to sing because they would have been about like difficult things. And when that goes away, or at least isn't as strong, I feel like I've kind of overcome it a bit more. And it also is a good way of helping me figure out what I am feeling. I have to like think about it. I'm like, what am I trying to portray? And then I've actually got to go into it and like think about it. So I think it's definitely a processing way, but it's never fully processed until I've done it live, like at least, I don't even know, 15, 20 times or something like that. Yeah, very therapeutic.
It's important as well.
Ambivalent was pretty much like a really emotional EP for especially Elin and myself, because like it's really funny. We got the Tide and Judy like written musically, and then Elin went through a really turbulent like breakup, came over to mine when I was living with my ex. We started working on it, and then I went through a really turbulent breakup with her, and then The Tide and Judy are kind of like symbolic of like that time for us. And I think every time you play that, I kind of like I tend to forget what it was really like, not really about, but like the whole inspiration behind everything. And it's like if you actually like listen to that whole EP, you can kind of hear from start to finish. It's like really, really angry and like, I don't know what to do. And then Amber Violet's just this like really momentous, like kind of, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotion attached to that.
It's almost like a little diary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's kind of embarrassing though, because you like look back on it and you go, "Oh, why did I put that in there? Why did I write that? I want to do that for." Like,
Because it was of its time. It was at the time. That's why do you know what I mean? Like that's what you were feeling. So I think regardless, it's still a moment where you could be like, "Oh, that shit happened. Fucking thank God I'm here now, not over there anymore."
Yeah, no, it definitely is like that for sure.
Amazing. But bringing it to now, the start of this month, you released your brand new single, Bite. Before we talk about the song, though, do you realise how badly I wanted Red Velvet Cake since I saw that fucking artwork?
I love Red Velvet Cake.
Even with the black goo coming out of it, you were like, "Oh yeah."
I can work around black goo. Red Velvet Cake is delicious.
Chocolate custard.
Yes. See?
Honestly,
Josh knows.
I love Red Velvet is my favourite cake.
Oh, so good.
It could even be a cherry jus.
A cherry jus. That's exactly what we were thinking, actually.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's learned our middle class secret. It was cherry.
That's me out. Cheers, guys. Fucking love cherry. Cherry's the first thing that came to my head. I bloody love it.
Cherry, just cherry.
Yeah,
everything.
just love it. Just cherry being cherry. I guess I don't know. I don't know what else going with that. To be honest with you, my brain was like, I better stop talking, otherwise this could get weird quick.
Just stop saying the word cherry.
Yeah. Oh my god, I just need some cherries right now. Cherry.
Just cherry being cherry.
Cherry being cherry is great.
Sorry, Jen. Anyway, come out of August. So you were saying, yeah,
that was it. Oh, what's the feedback been like so far for the single?
Oh yeah, it's been amazing. It's been the best release we've ever had, easily. And I'm like very like not surprised because I believed in it so much. But I'm very happy that like my I don't know, my manifestations worked, I guess, because I think the song's like my favorite one we've ever written. We spent so much time and money and like effort doing so many things to really up it, and it's so far anyway it's really paid off. Like it's the first time we were on Radio 1 with Nels with Nels, but it's the first time we were on Alex Holcomb's show, which has been a goal for us for a while, and like the streams keep going up and people are posting about it and talking about it, and everyone's like, it's in my head, I can't get it out. I'm like, yes.
I had someone at work message me today who like I didn't even knows the band. He was like, "Oh, I've got Bite on repeat." I was like, "What? You're an IT guy? What?" Like,
you've made it, Max. You fucking made it now.
Like 5 times, and he was like, "Yeah, I love it." I was like, "Thanks."
But yeah, it's definitely been the best reception that we've had so far. I think anyway. I mean, I think the numbers are showing already that it's like we're going in the right direction, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't release music for 20 months. Well,
20.
Not our own. We did Arrows Fly, but other than that, we didn't release a Kite Thief owned song for 20 months, which is kind of insane. I don't really know what happened. We did the EP and we were like, that's done. And then we just we played more shows last year than I think we'd played in the 6 years before that. It was like a really busy live year for us. And on these tours, we kept talking about there's a vlog of us in Birmingham, January last year, and we were talking about, oh yeah, let's release 2 singles. And then we'll do a bigger project after that, and that didn't happen all year. And now we've just released a single, so it's a long time coming. The songs changed a lot from when we were talking about then, obviously. In fact, we've played it live a couple of times, and it changed after that. We played another song live a couple of times, and that song is unrecognizable now. It's I don't know why we didn't release music, but it's gone well. It's gone better.
We are poor. We are
Yeah,
a
there is
small
that.
band and we are poor. We spent a lot of time gigging, which was amazing.
Yeah, we toured the hell out of last year.
We
didn't have any time to write.
No, we didn't have any time to do anything else other than be in a van, sleep, get up, getting back in van.
Yeah, maybe we need to learn to do
that
both,
was great, but we need to learn to do both. But yeah, and it's also kind of the financial aspects of all of it is like always comes into play when you're a small like DIY band.
But it's received well. It's received well, and hopefully we can do more.
I love the idea of be like, hold on, we're actually all together. We can't write music like this. Wait till we get home. We're on Zoom, and then we'll start writing. Sorted.
Genuinely, if we were in a room and someone was like, write a song, I'd be like, how?
I'm not in my safe space.
I'm busy ploughing right now. Do you mind?
Oh my God.
When Max first got on here, before you guys showed up, I was just saying to him about the song's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because you're here. Like, I can't get it out of my head and I can't stop listening to it either. I don't know what's happened. It's just, I played it. I was like, that filthy bass breakdown near the end is unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? I love that bass breakdown. It's sick.
Thanks, man.
But, and then getting played on Radio 1 with Alex Hawke and that sort of thing, it just goes to show how much you've grown in the last 2 years.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into like so many parts of our band kind of life, and like live wise, we've been working on our live show since like day dot, and like I've in my head like we have that down to a T, but actually what we kind of left behind was catching up with the recorded music side of things and making sure we were like doing just as well. So I think now that we've got our live show in a place where we're like obviously we're always making changes, but like we're so like we can do that in our sleep, like that's fine. Now I feel like now we're at this point, like a real like pivotal like moment where we're gonna I think we kind of clicked on and we're getting to the places that we want to be, and I think this is a really pivotal moment, and hopefully it's just gonna like carry on in that way.
100%.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
100%. Did I read though that you guys turned an Airbnb into a studio to record this? Because that's brilliant.
Yeah, we've got a lot of behind the scenes stuff of that place.
Yeah. We've done it a few times. It's like our favorite way of doing it. Yeah, go on, you tell it.
Yeah, we've done it before. It's so cheap, right? Like, there are some amazing studios, and I would love to go to these amazing studios and record songs there. However, these days, you need a laptop, right? And you need a laptop and a quad core deck, which I've got in front of me here. It is the way, and studios cost tens of thousands, and houses for rent, like holiday rental, do not. We've done it before. I think this one actually will probably end up going there again. It is linked to the band in some way. It's a family member of a band member who let us stay there for mates rates, which is amazing.
In North Wales, and it's
miles
right
away
next to the beach. Yeah, it's fucking miles away.
Miles away. But
it's so far.
Yeah, it meant it had room for all of us. We, there was a beach. I could bring my dog, and we just hung out basically, recorded music, messed around. Some of us do like social stuff whilst other people are recording, or do like admin stuff whilst other people. It's just like a real team vibe, which was really nice. And I look forward to doing that again at some point, to be honest.
Yeah, it's it's how we wrote the EP, as we went to an Airbnb and we had a hot tub and we had lots of wine and like lots of fish and chips.
Meals together.
Yeah, and it's just the loveliest way. You've all got your own room, and then there's the communal areas. We normally turn the sitting room into the studio, and then we've got the other rooms to kind of hang out in.
Transformers 1 and 2.
We did watch Transformers 1 and 2. It was very good.
But you can hear it in the song.
Oh, can you?
It sounds like there's bits of that song that sound like.
Oh, it does. Like, yeah.
Like breakdown.
That's where we did breakdown. We did the sticks. We filmed a clip of Zach recording, hitting that there's a guitar, a Chon guitar. I know what I'm doing. Chon, yes.
Yeah.
It was their guitar, and Zach's hitting it with sticks, and the video like blew up, and it is in the song. It's just really funny. Like we mess around and do stuff like that, but we've just happened to film it and chuck it on Instagram, and it went viral, which was really
It got
Pretty sure we recorded that.
872,000 views.
How many?
872,000 on Instagram.
It's because Meshuggah was referenced.
Mental note.
Yeah. And then it, like it went on Facebook as well. It did really well. So it was kind of like well into like 1.5 million views on that. And then everyone was like, "What's the result?" And now it's like a year later. Like, here's the result you asked for 10 months ago.
I went back to that video and like replied to everyone's comments, going, "Oh, it's out, by the way. It's out. Go listen to it." And, like, no one replied. I was like,
we're here. Hello,
Yeah.
guys.
How it feels.
But did Bite push any of you out of your comfort zones musically at all?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
for
all
sure.
of us, I think.
yeah.
I think we clicked on that we really, really want to push this pop element. And I've like my first like, oh God, I don't even know how many years since I was like 14 of being in bands was like being in pop punk bands. And like I never explored other elements of my vocal, and then over the past like 5 years, actually probably more than that, probably more like 7 or 8 years, I've really gotten into experimenting with like riffs and runs and doing like very poppy stuff. And like we wanted to like there's bits of that of Bite that we wanted to sound like Britney Spears sung it, and it's like things like that, like we're trying completely new different things. And I mean, I don't play any strings, but it sounds like it's hard, so I'm going to assume it pushed you guys.
It's actually not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it kind of pushed us the opposite way. It was like we
No,
were like,
genuinely,
how do
that's
we make
why.
it more simple? Because
Yeah.
if you like, Ambivalent was so like technical, and there's so much like riff stuff happening, and we were like, how do we condense that and make it really heavy? Like the second verse, for instance, is like I call it the Kublai Khan verse, because that's what I took inspiration from when I was writing it. It was the dad, den, 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 den. It's just like this kind of meathead, like simple. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, and even the breakdown, like John had a real big part in like helping us craft that, because it was very, very, very different before. It was very like, again, like technical and a bit too much. We were like, we just need something that's like groovy and like just keeps people like locked into that groove that we've built. It kind of threw us out of it. And it was like we were so scared of just playing two notes.
Yeah.
It's just bending the first, like down to that. Like, what's scary about that?
We had this conversation yesterday, me and Max, when we were working on a new song, literally yesterday. And I just watched a TikTok edit about Carmen from The Bear. You guys watch The Bear on Disney Plus?
I know of it, but I've not watched it.
Well,
so good.
For the viewers, me and you have a chat real quick. But I got basically a TikTok edit of Carmen, and it was about when he's like, he takes his dish to this like really mean chef who's head chef, and the guy's like, "What is this? There's way too many elements to it. Like you need to subtract." And he's like, "Never repeat ingredients." And then he like prints out a sticker for himself that just says "subtract." And I was like, Max, there's too many ingredients on this. Let's subtract. Let's try like take it down. And it worked. I think it's really good. And I think that is exactly what we did with Bite, and potentially another thing that we similar formula, and it pushed us out of comfort zone, but ultimately better.
Yeah,
Next album's going to be an Ed Sheeran album.
Ed Sheeran album.
Yeah. It's just going to be a kick drum. And we'll be like, new Kite Thief fucking rocks, guys. Song of the summer.
In 2 years.
Yeah.
That's the fact you two are saying, yeah, we took it back, we made it simple, we subtracted, and Henry's like, fuck you, and get my bass solo.
Actually not, but do you know what? That's actually not just bass. That's a very low guitars.
Yeah, that's one thing that did push us. We've gone lower than we ever have before, which posed new kind of challenges because the bass can't really go that low. So we had to kind of meet in the middle, where like the bass was kind of playing the higher octave than it usually would. You'd think the bass would go below the guitars, but in actual fact, it kind of went the opposite way.
I think they're about the same, but then the tone is really different. Right, that's why we've got that really like almost metallic, bam, 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 like the tone on that is like really robotic, almost Transformers-y, you could say. And I think it does sound all very bassy, but it is actually some pretty gnarly guitars going on as well.
It's gorgeous. I fucking love that bit.
Thanks, man.
Could say it's more than meets the eye. Hey. I've disappointed him again.
You can tell you're a dad because the dad jokes are just coming. I'm so here for it.
But obviously, I know Josh, you said like super secret. We've done something. We can't talk about it. But I was going to say, is there more stuff on the way? Another EP, potentially an album? But I'm guessing
it's a book.
Shutting the fuck up at the moment. It's a book.
It's a book
and a nude calendar of just Zach.
Yeah. On the beach in Wales. That's why we went
because he's 6'6", you can't see his head in any of them. It's just
it's just his body and a snare over his.
Does he know these photos were taken? Just out of interest.
No, GDPR reasons. He doesn't know they've been taken.
Well, apart from the fact it's now on this recording, so
yeah, we know.
Surprise!
There's like it would have been a waste of money if we'd gone and recorded one, right? But and we've played it live. There's another song that we have recorded. It will come out at some point, and it is similar, I think, in vibes because we did it at the same time. It's also got some extra stuff in there that pushed us out of our comfort zones, especially myself. We'll see. We currently do not have any plans for a bigger piece of work.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know yet. These, like we said before, like we were always planning on doing 2, and then kind of being like, what should we do now? And that the next one, I think, is I would argue is probably more different than anything we've done before than Bite is. Bite's already another step.
Yeah.
But the next one, which will come out by the end of this year, so you've got that to look forward to, is definitely something very different.
And we've just been writing nonstop since, and we're trying to just keep, like you said earlier about finding our sound. Like I actually don't even know if we fully found our sound until Bite. Like I think like even the EP before that, there's elements of like things that we would have done different, or maybe things that we wouldn't do now. And I think that with the next kind of couple of songs, so Bite and the to be named, she has a name. I'm just not going to tell her her name yet. But like that, I think we did those and we were like, right, actually, we've got something now. Like this is our. This is actually our sound, and we're building off of that now. And we're
another thing. Sorry.
And another thing. Okay.
Another thing that actually took the reason we took quite a while, I think, was also about finding the right like people to help us get these things together. We've worked with so many people in the past that we absolutely love, and we mentioned Joe earlier, who helped us with the EP and got that to where it is. We always want to keep trying new things and stuff. So we tried a few things out with these two, and ultimately we actually went through a few different versions. And the one that's come out is one that we got mixed by Nathan Smart, and mastering especially was one area we really wanted to step up in, and we got it mastered by Jens Bogren.
Yeah. He's done massive back. If you Google,
big man in the mastering world.
He did Spirit Box's last album, I think.
Yeah.
I know of him, and a mate of mine, his band's just worked with him on their latest single as well. Yeah.
I think great. Now we're at a place, right, where we've got like, John's helping us. We've got John who can help us write and get to this awesome level. We've got Nathan who can get it really crisp on the recording, and then we know who to go to get the best match. And like I feel like we've got a formula right now to do some really cool shit, and I think we are. You saw my brain work there where I was like, oh, don't say that, oh wait, it's fine. But like I think we've got a cool kind of setup right now, and I'm keen to see what else we can poop out.
Incredible. I cannot wait to see where you guys go in the future because it's all looking incredible. It's like you know where you're going now, and it's just fucking work. And I wish you all the best because you fucking deserve it. It's going to be incredible.
Thanks, man.
you.
Thank you.
We work very hard. It's time. It's our time.
Absolutely. But looking at the future, you do have a Bristol show announced with Raptors and our friends in Fangs out in September. Are there any other shows coming up, or is it just that one for the moment?
Yeah, we're headlining Rock Against Cancer in Glastonbury on the 17th of October, which, yeah, it's going to be good. Holds a very close place in my heart with cancer because it's personally affected my family. So it's quite a nice way to sort of try and give back in that way. But yeah, that will be everything for this year. It's been a quiet year.
We don't know that.
Getting stuff together.
Yeah, we don't know that for sure. If these things happen where they go, do you want to do this? And we go, yeah, sure. And then all of a sudden we're doing it like really, like we're like, oh, we're done for the year. And then like something.
To be fair,
comes up.
I literally just forgot that I spent all day trying to get everyone's availability for some dates this year. I was like pestering everyone, being like, "Are you available? Can you tell me when everyone? Are you
Sorry,
busy?"
I haven't
got nothing back apart from some so there might be, but there's nothing confirmed. So as of this recording, currently nothing is booked. But there might be.
I think Max really needs to leave that chair for today now.
Yeah, I think he's been in that chair too long. Oh, he's off. I think for us we're
Damn,
going to keep
I got
writing.
no trousers on.
Or underwear.
Just a tie.
It's just Winnie the Pooh in it.
Got a snare drum for some reason.
Oh, Josh is gone.
I was so excited when we got told that you guys wanted to do this. I was like, these guys were the best at trees. I was like, we're going to have a great time. And we have had a great time.
Good.
I genuinely have watched that interview so many times. I love it. It's so funny. I just sit there and laugh at it like, that's really funny.
Thanks, right?
That sounded genuine.
Hilarious.
We still haven't got the sound effects for the
mosh pits.
Mosh pit yet.
Yeah, the circle bit of fucking
get that sorted.
That'll be unreal. I'm trying to make a plan to come and see you on the 19th because I want to come to the Raptor show, so I want to be down in Bristol.
Amazing.
So I'll just scream at you for no reason. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, exchange.
Hell yeah. That is that's not a massive room. That's going to be a sweaty show.
It's going to be delicious, is what it's going to be. Violent deliciousness.
Well, if you do come to the show, you'll probably hear the next one.
Stunning. I look forward to it. Elin, quick one. Choir Noir.
Yeah.
You obviously got to play download as well, which is sick as fuck. What exactly? I know it's a choir, but that's pretty self-explanatory. But how did you get involved with this? Like, where did this come about?
So, I'll try and condense it. I've been in Choir Noir for whenever we did the Bring Me track, which was, I don't know, 4 years.
2 years ago?
Was it 2 years?
Or 4 years?
It's not 4. I was with Dan. Oh, it's not 4. It was maybe 3 years. 2 or 3 years. Basically, I run my own vocal agency with someone. We run a vocal agency called Wilder Vocals, and she has been in Choir Noir for years. I don't know if you know who Choir Noir are before you kind of come across them with me, but they did the Royal Albert Hall for Bring Me's Royal Albert Hall performance with them. They are on pretty much every single Sempiternal song. Since I've been with them, we've done stuff with Architects. We've done stuff with Bring Me. We're on Bring Me albums. Bleed From Within, the new album. And I came to be involved with them because I was doing Wilder vocals with that girl, and she rang me like Kat Marsh, her name is. She runs Choir Noir. She's the most amazing person. She was like, Kat needs more people for this. She's got a last minute thing for Bring Me and she needs more people. And I called Max. I was like, are you free like at this time to go and be on a Bring Me song? And he was like, yes. We brought my boyfriend down who will say he cannot sing, like he'll say that himself, but it was mostly like chanting and stuff. And
they didn't call me.
They did. You do live far away, to be fair.
Big far.
And then yeah, we did all that, and there was a lot of like really hard bits in there, and I was very proud of myself because I knew who Kat was, and I was like, I know I want to impress her. So if you listen to Amen, I don't know, is it Amen, Amen, whatever.
Amen.
Yeah, Amen. Yeah. There's loads of bits that you won't know they're there unless you like hear them, unless you know. But there's like bits where you can hear like choral, like falling from da 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 da, like that. And I had to hit like a high like C, like a C6 or something, and I did that over and over again, just me and Kat, because no one else could do it. And I think she was like I need you in the choir, and I was like, yes,
Win.
yes. And I've been working with them ever since. Our first like we've always done stuff with artists. We've done live stuff with artists. We've done obviously collaborations on their studio albums, but our first choir noir show was last October, and we had to put it together in 3 weeks, and it was at Wembley Arena, supporting Black Veil Brides and Creeper. And it was like we got the call, and we were like, yeah, we can put together a live set in 3 weeks, that's fine. And we rehearsed pretty much every single day. I had to like get some of my students in from my my Wilder Vocals thing, and I had to like train them up, and I was like bringing them to Wembley. Oh my god, I think I definitely had a bit of a nervous breakdown afterwards, because I was a really stressful few weeks. And then our second ever Choir Noir live show was Download, and it was just amazing. And yeah, I love it. And we've got to do some sick things, and I meet everyone in Choir Noir is a sick musician. Most of them are in bands, or they are in the music industry in some way. And we're doing a show in a month's time with a band called Esoterica for their album launch, because we were on their album. Yeah, it's really, really fun. And I'm just like, I'll send pictures of the big stages, but I'm like, boys, it's our turn soon, I promise.
But today it's about me.
Yeah. All of the connections are great.
My favorite thing is when you talk about being on the Architects tune, Ellen, and people listen to it again with you in mind. And they're like, "Oh my god,
yeah.
That is just Ellen." If you listen to "Seeing Red" by Architects and just listen out for Ellen's voice, you'll be like, "Oh my goodness, that's actually so much Ellen."
Didn't you have to do a load of overdubs on the intro?
Yeah, there were like, I don't know how many vocalists were on it. We did it from home. I did it with my shitty Rode NT1, whatever it is. I got paid like 30 quid for it. It's not outing Architects yet. I get paid more now from royalties from them, so it's fine. But there was only a handful of us that could do it, maybe 10. And then it turns out that we'd got given the melody wrong. And we had to very, very quickly, like within like half a day, go home and re-record a bunch, and not everyone could do it. So I recorded like 10 takes thinking, oh, they'll have loads to choose from them, whatever. And then I heard the song come out, and I'm like, they use all of the 10 because you can really hear me, which is great. I love it.
Yeah, Josh sent me the song when it came out, and I Ellen said she was on an Architect song, but I didn't know which one. And like it came out, and Josh sent it to me, and I was like, that sounds like Elin. And he was like, fucking yeah, it's her. And I was like, oh shit.
It was also really fun to be like, Josh, I know the secret song of your favorite band that's going to come out, and like, because I like was like getting the behind the scenes like listen, and I know Josh loves Architects, and I was like sending him little clips like, this bit's really cool, I shouldn't send you this, but it's really cool.
Me and Max has got an Architects tattoo on his arm.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I've got a bit of Lost Together, Lost Forever around here, and then I've got North Lane in there.
North Lane,
yeah, North Lane. Yeah.
Choir Noir is great, and it's it works well with band stuff, and I've met great people through it, and like connections through it, and like yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to be in. I'm very, very grateful.
Absolutely amazing. Like I said earlier, I cannot wait to see where you guys are going in the future. It's so fucking exciting. But one question I always like to close with for myself is, if anyone's listening to this and they're like, oh, I haven't actually listened to Kite Thief before, I'm going to go check them out. I like the way these guys sound. What's a song from the back catalogue that you'd recommend people go check out? Obviously, try and do one each, because if you're probably all going to say Bite, aren't you? Yeah.
Okay. Are we including Bite or not including Bite?
Ellen, you could include Bite.
I'll say Bite because it's my favorite. Okay, Josh, you go.
I thought you might give a bit more to that. Controversial. I have a very controversial one to say.
Oh no.
I still really like Smile and Wave.
No, I'm leaving.
Maybe not all of it, but there are some parts in that song that, like, when we wrote them, I was like, this is the shit. Like, this is sick. And it never really resonated with people, which is fair enough. That can happen. But
fell off a bit, didn't it?
I don't like the song. It's my own song.
But to save me getting fired from my own band, I'm going to say hindsight. There you go.
I would have to go with The Tide. Just because The Tide is like my baby. Love that song so much. So yeah, I feel like that's a good representation of us at like discovery mode. You know what I mean? Trying lots of different stuff.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice breakdown in there. Yeah. Very proud of that one.
Incredible. Mr. Stevens, do you have any more questions for our wonderful guests?
I do, and I'm going to start with Josh. This is for everybody, of course, but we'll go. But when you first started this journey, when you first went to university, met each other and went, fuck it, let's start a band, did you ever think this is where you would be today?
I know what's coming.
I don't know if you do. We did very well very quickly live, and I'm not ashamed to admit that in that kind of echo chamber that was Bristol for those 2 years, I was like, we're going to graduate and be playing Reading next year.
Love that. High aspirations. I love it.
I know. Cool. And then, to be fair, COVID did happen as well, but obviously that would have never happened anyway. But it was like, I saw us pretty quickly. I was like, this could go pretty far. And now looking back at what it was then, I'm like, fucking idiot. Obviously, but like, yeah, you know what? I thought we'd be doing pretty. I thought it could work. Not in like an arrogant way. I just, you can tell. I think when something feels more promising. So, yeah.
But you believed in it and you had the confidence in it. It's not an arrogant thing at all.
Yeah.
It'd be shit if in a band you went, yeah, we'll do all right.
Yeah.
Might play a few local shows here and there.
Honestly, I think most people do. Like a lot of people, are like, yeah, whatever. They're very like blasé about it. Whereas I just, that's this. There's no alternative really in my mind. It's like it's going to happen at some point. Just a matter of when.
Yeah, 100%. Adam?
Yeah, exactly the same. I think we all felt that it clicked, and that we were working with people maybe for the first time in our lives, even though we've been doing music for so long, that were equally as hardworking and passionate. And I think, I was always like, this is gonna go somewhere. I guess I didn't know what it looked like, and I feel like now we're at that point that I was always kind of striving to get to. I feel like, right, we're getting at that point now. This is the beginning of a lot for us, I think. So yeah, I had full like faith in it, because like Josh said, there's never been any option for me. I've always wanted to do music, but I've always especially wanted to tour and to play live. Our favorite thing is to play live. So there was no other option. So I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. Yeah.
Love that. Max?
I think, at the time when we became a band, I was also in another band that was kind of falling apart due to people in that band being just terrible people. And there was something so like, I don't even know the word for it. There was something so like hopeful about this collection of people. And I think similarly to what Josh was saying, it was like when we went on stage, especially back in those old days, like the early days of the band, it was just like electric. Like we weren't playing to click. We didn't have any, but it was just like raw, like straight up, like into the PA. It was like small, cramped, sweaty shows. And every single gig, we played it as if it was going to be our last. Like we put everything into it. We like killed ourselves being like overly like headbanging till our heads nearly like necks nearly snapped. And like, we were all just like giving everything we absolutely could. Driving early into the hours of like the next day and then getting up and going to work sort of thing. And like, I don't know, I think, I don't know if I ever thought I'd be like where we are now, but I think I definitely had high aspirations and also like kind of high expectations, because I knew that the people that I were with were on a level that I hadn't experienced with other musicians before. And we understood each other in such a deeper way than just like music theory and what makes sense music. It was like everything we wrote, everything we did was like a collective. We were like a family, and every decision we made was just like, it was all made with like emotion, and like kind of, it was all driven by like wanting to be the absolute best we could possibly be. So we've always kind of kept that in mind. Whenever we're doing anything, we try and do everything as best as we possibly can, and I think it's only gotten better because of that. Obviously no one could see COVID coming, so if that hadn't happened, I don't really know where we'd be. I would imagine potentially we would maybe be, we would have toured a lot more in those sort of 2 years, and potentially been a few steps ahead where we are now. But I'm happy with where we are. Obviously I want it to be better, but I can't say I'm disappointed with what we've done or where we are. It's like we've got more people finding out who we are than ever. We've got more people coming to shows than ever. People bringing kites for us to sign to gigs.
Love that.
We had to get this little girl in on the guest list for one of our shows because she loved us so much, but they wouldn't let her through security. It's like stuff like that, which is so like special, and like, there's those moments where you see like big bands having like fans coming and asking them to do stuff, and you're like, oh, you've never experienced it, and then you experience it, and you're like, oh shit, this is like, it's not cool. It's like it's like amazing in such a like, you feel really thankful kind of way. So yeah, man, we've done so well. I'm so proud of us, and I'm like, it's good.
I hope they stole those kites.
Yeah.
Very
proud.
Oh yeah, the police turned up after. They were like, he's got a banner as well. Wow, this guy's really established.
It's an underground ring of kite thievery. But something Max alluded to that I don't think we ever said is that every one of us, when Kite Thief started, were involved in other musical projects as well, and like all left them.
Yeah.
Yeah, either through choice or they imploded.
Yeah. but even then you were in another one.
Yeah, that imploded too. Eventually.
Yeah, okay. But like,
I'm sensing a theme here, Max.
Yeah. Anyway, what's up next on the Chronicles podcast? Imploded.
But it shows that you all believed in the project, didn't you? You all believed in it. You all knew it was going to be. Yeah. It was the one, should we say? You know what I mean? And it's amazing. And like Jamie said earlier, I cannot wait to see where you guys go. I'm really excited to see what happens with you all, and you're all legends in my eyes. I just,
100%. Thanks so much, dude. 100%. Same to you guys as well. When we saw this opportunity come through, we all went, yes.
Oh, stop
love
it.
You guys.
Stop it. Right back at you, but stop it.
Say it again. No.
Cherries. Anyway.
Just keep plowing away, guys. Just keep plowing.
We have
Before we let you guys get out of it, plug social medias, websites. Where can people find you out in the world?
Kite Thief UK everywhere. KiteThief.com. Kite Thief on Spotify, funnily enough. We're everywhere. Apart from Twitter. We just don't get to it. We're not witty enough,
And also, since what's his bloody face has taken over, I don't want to be on that. I don't want to be anywhere.
Proud.
Anywhere.
Good.
Yeah.
Despite having basically the same name.
Yeah. My name. People often call me. Well, my friends call me Elon a lot of the time because if you type my name, it auto corrects to Elon. Really annoying. But my friends call me Elon. So
Elon.
No Elon over here.
They just call you Alan.
Yeah, we call you Alan.
Yeah, get all that.
But yeah, Kite Thief everywhere.
Kite Thief.
Or Kite Thief UK.
You're not going to find anything else. It'll only be Kite Thief because that's the genius of the name. Kite Thief everywhere.
Guys, thank you so much for taking the time out chatting to us this evening. I know you've been sat at them desks for a very fucking long time, so it's really appreciated.
Thank you so much for having us. Honestly, it's always such a laugh. I love it.
Absolutely, so much fun. And like we said, we cannot wait to see where you guys go because it's gonna be to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Love the moon.
What the fuck did you want to
look up with that? What the? It's party time.
Moon party.
Wait, where is that? Where is that?
It's
Well, it's if you've got a Mac, it's only on Mac.
Oh,
yeah, I know. You do
What's
like
the other
some
one? Is it? Is this
you go
one?
like that. Mine, I'm not having.
There's a few sad ones as well. Do like this.
Yeah.
Why is
Rainy day.
Doesn't work for me. I'm too happy.
there's too much love in that room.
Oh.
Oh.
He starts laughing and it starts raining. What the fuck?
Thank you so much, all three of you. It's an absolute pleasure to catch up with you all again. Hopefully we can do this again in person or something, and just, take the podcasting world by storm, and you take it, obviously, musically by storm. It's great. We love it.
We'll see you in September.
Yes.
We might see you at the gig.
Yes. I'm going to, I live near London now, but I'm endeavouring to get as far over there as I can to get over there.
Where do you live?
I live in Surrey. I live in Camberley.
Oh, I'm in Kingston.
Where's that?
Oh.
I've been here like 6 weeks, so you're going to have to forgive me. I was in London before.
Surbiton, Kingston, Wimbledon, and then further.
Yes. I know where that is. Yeah. Kingston upon Thames?
Yeah. Kingston.
Yeah. I know where that is. On Thames. Not upon, under, or underneath. It's
on Thames.
On Thames. In it or over it.
Oh, you guys could just meet up and do little,
we'll do our own podcast, bro.
And,
yeah, fuck it, yeah. Let's do it. I'm down.
That's great.
I'm running out of careers now.
I'm miles away. I'm in Birmingham. I'm away from all of this. So.
Your accent came out so strongly then.
I'm in Birmingham. Guys, I'm actually in Birmingham.
Don't you fucking start having a flow.
Sorry. Okay, I'll leave.
Get the Brummy.
Anyway, have a lovely evening. Take care of yourselves. See you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.